After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 327. It is Saturday, October 13, 2018, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
I want to welcome all new and returning viewers for the Fun in the Woman Cave. We're glad to have you with us. If you are new, we hope you find something that you like and that you will come back. And if you are returning, we're glad to have you with us once again. If you are in the shadows, please feel free to join the Ravelry group over, we are Pen, Hook, and Needles over on Ravelry, so you can take part in all the alongs and be eligible for prizes and giveaways and things. And if you are watching us on YouTube, as many of you do, please press the subscribe button on your right, little red button I think it is, and hit the little bell so you get subscription notices so you don't miss any of us. What do you have in your mug?
I don't go first, you do, because you have more projects.
Okay. In my Team Owl mug, switch hands so you can see, is my chai tea, because it's kind of rainy and wet and I have a little bit of an upset stomach, so I think this will be better for the milk in this might be good for my stomach.
Do you need a graham cracker or something to ease your stomach?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay. Alrighty, I just grabbed my dysautonomy awareness mug because that's the one that's automatically on my warmer. I didn't think to grab another one. But I'm drinking, because it's a Saturday, I don't have to do anything. I'm drinking a caffeinated tea. This is raspberry cocoa truffle tea. I actually don't remember what this one tastes like. Slow down and sip a cup of decadence. You deserve it. You've earned it.
Probably tastes like raspberries and chocolate.
It's got puree. I know they told us how to pronounce it, but I can't remember how. Puree tea. And I don't think it's French, so we can't get Sylvia on the case.
Pura tea?
Puree?
I don't know.
I always say puree. But that's not how it would be pronounced.
Not with an H at the end.
No, it wouldn't. Do you think that's French?
No.
No. So no Sylvia on the case. Ceylon tea, raspberries, orange peel, cocoa nibs, raspberry leaves, cornflowers, natural flavor essence, love and gratitude. Has caffeine. I just wanted a tea that I haven't had in a while. And since we're podcasting on the weekend, I figure most of the time on the weekend I'm not necessarily doing much of anything. So if there's going to be any day that I kind of misbehave.
The only thing she might have to do is help me drive my car home.
Well, that's good. Will your stomach be able to handle the taste?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm not going to be drinking that much. I'm not sick. I just have a little bit of a issue. It is good. It smells like a lot of chocolate.
I can't smell it.
I can. Okay, we're going to go right into what's happening in other groups. We have, and I said before, we're trying to streamline a little bit to
make the editing process a little faster.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go through who's having what, and you can find the rules in their groups. You can assume that if I'm mentioning them, one or both of us like the podcast or the group, okay? The first one is the Ready Set Go, the Ready Set Christmas 2018, and that and the 18 toys in 2018 Cal-Cals are in the Bee's Knees group, that's Studio Von Design, and that is not a podcast group, it is a regular group. And the rules are in her group. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of activity going on there. We have the Harry Potter Cal, which is Victorian Studio Podcast, and that's Maureen, and that's an all-year Harry Potter along. And if you have any questions, the rules are in her group, and she's very accessible. The Family Movie Night Cal and the Year of Socks Cal are both in the Crocheting Whovian podcast group. And that is Laura Concert, and she is a podcast, and you've heard us talk about her multiple times, okay? So you might check the rules out there. And then we have the Shorty Socks Cal, which is Undead Yarn. That's Heidi Nitty Girl. And this is also a year long, and it's socks, okay? And the rules are in her group. The 18 hats in 2018 is B-Wing, that's Brittany Comforting Crafts group. That is not a podcast, but it's a very fun group. They do a lot of charity work, and you might want to check that out. And then the 2018 tracking stash is Deb's Destiny and Blue Yarn Always. That's Sheila, the Never Cast Off podcast, and that's a lot of fun as well. So you can check out the rules in their group. I don't know if there's prizes. You'll have to check and see. In our own groups. Oh, before I go into our own groups, I did pull for prizes. Where did I put the... I pulled for the shawl. The secret woodland shawl I pulled for. I thought I put it in here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Whoops. I'm sorry. The secret woodland shawl, which was donated by Miss Lobelia. She's really sweet. I don't have her name down here, but she's super. And the winner was number 7. That's Wombat Knitter, Patty of Doom. So Patty, get in touch with Mrs. Lobelia, MRSLOBELIA, and tell her you won the Secret Woodlands shawl pattern she donated to the group. Okay, congratulations.
So you can make a shawl of doom.
It's a beautiful, yes, the Secret Woodland Shawl of Doom. Okay, so just contact Mrs. Lobelia. Okay, congratulations. And also I wanted to let you know that the thread is up for the Anne Brodie Notions bag. This is what it's a little Notions bag. It's in the Franciscan Gypsy fabric for the of the 2 available. This is the one that Davina chose, the Lady Fernicle one, so this is the one that's coming out for you guys. And I did put pictures up, and I did put an object to show the scale on the photos. But we already have a few entries for that. So if you want to win this beautiful bag, Anne Brodie generously donated, enter into the thread. Okay? Okay, now let me go back to where I was. Okay. Yes. All right. Our Tea and Tails is going along really well. I'm going to go over the rules for Tea and Tails, but not go over all the rules again for the other groups, just the things that are different in the other groups. Okay. So the PHN Tea and Tails is a year-long cal, anything related to tea and or tails, and we're hitting into the last quarter. They must be knitted, loom knitted, or crocheted projects. Previous whips will be allowed, but they must be worked on during the along and must reflect the theme, either tea and or tails. Okay, we're talking about novels, chapter books, graphic novels. It's all in the group. Okay, in the thread. Chatter and pictures will be in the same thread, and 1 whip per project per week. The FO whenever it's finished, and we do have the featured patterns. Anytime we have an along, my yarn and Talia's patterns are featured. In this particular along, we also have the patterns that are tea and or tail related by the following people. Okay, Joanna Johnson, she has several tails related patterns. I don't know if she has any tea ones, but she has tails, and those are knit. Mom Cook, who is loom knit patterns, she is, I'm sorry, I just lost her name. Mom Cook, Renee.
I don't think I knew her.
Yeah, she, her patterns are mostly tea related, but I think she has some tails as well. So you might want to check her out for ideas. And then Crocheting Whovian's patterns, if you can make them related to tea and or tail, she has several patterns out now, but most especially her Hufflepuff, which is a Harry Potter related. Okay, so any of those things include, and then anything in my yarn that's finished is eligible for 2 chances at a prize. And if you use my yarn for any of those patterns, Franciscan Gypsy Designs, Joanna Johnson, Mom Cook, Crocheting Hoovian, if you use it with my yarn and finish the project, it's eligible for 3 chances at a prize. But you must post the multiple posting yourself. Okay. The prizes for this quarter are the Plum Deluxe Tee and a Mom Cook loom knit pattern. Her name is Renee. Okay, good. Let's see. Moving on. I'm not going to go into the end of the year because we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay. Now the toy along has started, and it's got a lot of activity already. I'm enjoying all the things I'm seeing there. We have a wonderful co-host. Once again, this year, Maureen, who is Victorian Studios, doing with, I think, the third or fourth time in a row. So we're very glad to have her with us. The rules are the same, and the featured patterns and featured yarns are the same. So just take a look in the threads for that. Mm-hmm. And the hashtag is PHNToy28 on Ravelry and hashtag PHNToy2018 on Instagram. Okay? And we have a list of designers, suggested designers, knit, crochet, and I believe loom knit as well, in the group and in a bundle that I think Valeria put up for us.
And if you ask people, they'll tell you.
They'll tell you. We only have the featured patterns are Talia's toys and Laura Concert's Hufflepuff. Okay, her stuff is usually almost always a featured pattern because she does so much with us. Okay. All right. How many? Sorry if this seems a little rushed, but I'm kind of on a time crunch today.
Yeah. I do want to thank people who still managed to see the podcast in spite of the fact I was in 3 parts last week. For some reason, the camera cut out, and then my editing equipment was acting funky, so last week did what last week did.
Why are you wearing a hood?
I'm cold.
Put a hat on.
I don't have one here.
Sounds like a personal problem. I feel like I'm podcasting with a Unabomber or something. Profiling. You're creepy. Okay.
I'm just
creepy.
Doing my Luke Cage imitation?
No, you're creepy. Okay. Okay, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 5.
Okay. I guess I start then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's why your tea was first.
Yeah, I just didn't know how many I had, though.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is in my Kikiboo Holiday Owls bag, because as I said, I don't have any Owls bags at all. My Kikiboo Owls bag.
Whatsoever. How many did you end up determining you had?
I forget. I think I had one more than you had bunnies.
But you were counting the one with tortoise and hare as a bunny, and you should have counted, if you counted that one, you should have also counted your woodland creatures one as an owl, and you didn't.
I didn't because it was only like 1 out of 7, this 1/2 of your bag. Yeah, don't give me any grief. I'm not in the mood for it, you oboe head.
Your head's an oboe.
Your head is an oboe. Okay, here's my teal preemie baby hat project, and it's really close to finishing.
Do you have a knot in that?
What?
You have a knot in
Yeah,
it,
it's where I tied the.
Oh.
It's a slip knot. So it's almost finished. Okay, and I'm enjoying this. I'm not really in the mood to do much of anything. I do what my hands say I can do. So it's moving along. It's just there's a bulky weight yarn. Oops, a bulky weight yarn in this particular yarn. Be bulky weight, actually chunky, and it's the color teal. So I hope it'll be done next week. It should be done next week. We'll see. I'm not pushing anything.
And you're just going to notice a slight decrease in the number of projects. Mom might still, when her hands feel better.
Yeah, probably not, but we'll see.
It all depends if you're focusing on doing more because it hurts less, or that's because sometimes when you're hurting more, you do more projects.
Yeah, I do different projects.
So it all depends on how Mom's hands are feeling if you're going to see more or less projects.
And you might see fewer FOs.
Yeah.
You know, it
all depends on what Mom's doing to manage her pain. For me, I simply don't have as much time to knit with working every day. So, you're going to be seeing fewer projects from me because of that. And also a lot more of me trying to actually remember the information about my projects, because apparently I'm incapable of doing show notes when I work 5 days a week. So, the first project is not this one. It's in my, yes, this one. It's in my Plover Bird TARDIS Bigger on the Inside bag. And it is the Mon Ami hat. It is a KF Jones Platinum pattern for patrons, which is for gold and platinum patrons. And I think I called this one Styles, with the thought process of the
Poirot.
Mysterious Affair of Styles,
Yeah,
the first Poirot mystery.
That sounds right.
And I am using... I actually have the ball band.
Am I even plugged in? Yeah. Okay.
Are you on?
I think so.
Yeah, you're on.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, you're on. Okay.
Sorry, there was almost a tea crisis.
This is a very old yarn that I have here. This is shepherd's wool.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And it's the garnet colorway. I use this to knit a sweater. And then this one, I think, is also shepherd's wool. Maybe? No, this one is Cascade 220.
Yeah, that looks a lot softer than the shepherd's
Well, the
wool.
shepherd's wool isn't rough.
I wasn't overly impressed
You
with the
never used
shepherd's.
shepherd's wool.
I have used it,
Really? And what?
or I felt you. I know I got. I could have sworn I got some. My first yarn was at the LYS was shepherd's wool.
Maybe it was. I don't remember
Stone
what you
Age
would have
fibers?
made.
It was gray. I made my scarf out of it.
Okay. I guess you just don't have any left.
I don't know if it was Stonehenge fibers or shepherd's wool. I have to look at my project page.
I feel like Stonehenge Fibers sounds more correct. But I did make some progress. I think I worked on this on Sunday. While
pretty.
watching Secondhand Lions on my
I want to
computer.
try that. Dan was saying something about getting, your tension right on the color.
It's very simple. Nice and potato chippy color work, which is why I worked on this one instead of my other one, which is slightly more complex. So I really actually kind of love this part down here because
That's
it looks
pretty.
like little hearts.
Well, it looks like hearts all the way around to me.
Yeah. So
I mean, I know it's supposed to be like the window pattern or something. I forget what Kay said.
Mhm.
But
So some progress was made on this. And actually, I wasn't really necessarily using my memory that time since I just used my ball bands
excuse me. I
Your
said
turn.
wombat
of doom.
of doom. Wombat of doom. Of doom.
Doom, doom.
Doom, doom, doom. Okay. My next one I haven't worked on in a while, and I didn't do a lot of on yesterday because my hands didn't like it, the weather coming in. This is in my...
Yeah, because it's kind of, although I think it looks like it's kind of lightened up there a bit.
This is my Knitting's My Bag Autism Awareness sweater size bag, and I did a row on this. It was dark, and also my hands weren't liking the crochet, so I stopped after one row. But it
seems you always want to crochet when your hands are hurting.
well, it depends on what's hurting on them. Mm-hmm. So this, I really love this color, and I cannot wait till I finish this. And I like this shawl pattern because it's a simple, it's simple. You don't really change the stitch. I don't want to say anything too much because I think it is a paid pattern, but it's basically double crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I don't do anything that's crochet that's non-toy, so I really know nothing about this pattern.
you might see my crocheting go down quite a bit.
Well, I think that does hurt your hands more than knitting.
Yeah,
It's more movements.
well, the thumb. When my thumbs hurt, I tend to go back to the crochet a little bit. So
Does that seem to help a little bit?
sometimes it depends. My hands are just kind of cranky in general.
Mm.
So, this is
See, I've made an obvious comment.
this is not hobbledehoy.
No, it is
Gourmet Stash.
Yes.
This is Gourmet Stash, and she rarely did yarns. I never saw her carry yarn to the fiber festivals I went to. And the last time she went to a fiber festival, she had these. She had 2 skeins of this, and they were mistakes.
I think it was supposed to be like an Outlander or a
I don't know what it was.
It was supposed to be a specific colorway, and she said she messed it up.
I just love the way she did this. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it's got like little pops of greenish
blue and stuff. It's really pretty. I love this. And I have another skein. This is what I've got. I should, with a double crochet, be able to get through this relatively quickly, and then I can add into the other skein of yarn. And I'm just going to keep going. Be a nice size shawl. My husband rolls his eyes at me.
I got a lot of compliments about my shawls I was wearing at work. I wear it while I'm doing paperwork.
Yeah.
My nurse practitioner on Thursdays is a knitter. So she was very delighted to find a fellow knitter. As was I.
Davina told me that people wear shawls are old.
Why did she say that?
I don't know. I forget what we're talking about. Old people wear shawls. Okay.
Okay. Well, I know not to make her. Okay. So it's okay. I want to keep all my shawls myself. That was almost disastrous. Ouch.
Oh, and I thank all the people who have contacted me so far for your addresses for the prizes. I haven't had a chance to put the prizes together yet for Talia, so she hasn't had a chance to do anything yet either.
Yeah, because this is my first day off since the last.
We still need a few addresses, so if you haven't contacted us about your prize, please do, with your name and your address and what you won. Doesn't that, you have to tell me what along is for necessarily, but if you tell me what you won, it's helpful with your name and address, full name and address.
So in my Silver Shed USA Kitties in the News bag, I forget. I think it was during the retreat that people kept picking up the bag and looking at the kitty news and trying to read it. But I am going to rename this. It was the Dark Ruby. I'm going to call it Spanish Dancer, I think. And it's the On the Forest Floor pattern by Simone Carite. Yeah, that's correct. And I'm using Miss Babs Yowza. The colorways, good amount in the middle row. Okay, Obsidian is the black. Pewter is the gray. And the red is Vlad's. I think I got it all right this time.
Yep.
You see, this is good for my memory.
I could make a rude comment, but I'll leave it up to your so-and-so.
So there we go. I need to finish this. Because I actually wear a fair amount of black and red as a
I
combination.
thought I saw something yellow.
No, you shouldn't be seeing anything yellow on
Or
there.
gold.
Shouldn't
Must
be.
maybe it was a stitch marker? I don't know.
I don't have any stitch markers on this.
I don't know.
You might have seen maybe through there.
No, it was up here. Maybe it was your ring or something. Oh, your ring is silver. I don't know.
I don't know. But yes. That's all I'm going to say about that. I look forward to actually having that, and I'm going to work on it because I couldn't work on it when I don't generally work on it a whole lot during the week. I generally work on my smaller projects during the week. So during the weekend I like to work on it.
Right. Okay, my next one you haven't seen in a really long time. This is in my Silver Shed USA large Eeyore and Piglet bag. And this is my School Marm project from the Easy A pattern by Laura Smoot. Apparently this is what I wanted to work on yesterday. I didn't do a lot of it because, like I said, the weather wasn't cooperating for my hands, but I made some progress. Sorry about the clanking. I don't know how much more I have to go on this. I think I have a fair amount to do still. I have this much yarn left, so...
We'll have to try really hard not to mix up our two shawls in the same yarn color.
What?
Because I have a shawl in that same yarn. We'll have to make sure we don't mix them up or anything.
You have a shawl of this color?
Yes, I do. That's Miss Babs, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Gotta Love Me.
Yeah, I have my Yowza is in Gotta Love Me.
Oh, well, this is going to be completely different, though. It's a different shape.
Okay, well then we won't mix them up.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's the red shawl I wear all the time is in that colorway.
And this is a very simple shawl. Easy A is exactly that. It's a very nicely written pattern by Laura, and I'm enjoying it immensely. She gifted me the pattern, I believe. or I bought. I don't remember. I think she gifted it. She gives me so many patterns. I can't remember which ones I actually buy because she spoils me rotten. So thank you, Laura. And the bag is Ambrody, obviously. Not obviously, but yes, obviously, because it's such a cute bag. Eeyore.
And didn't she ask you which one you
Yeah.
wanted central? Which
Yes,
character?
Eeyore. Yes, she did. And I said I wanted Eeyore. And Eeyore's right there. And right there.
And it all depends on what form you get, if he's more blue or more gray.
Yeah, I love Eeyore. He's adorable.
Okay, so the next one, I might be changing the name of this particular hat. It's in my R2-D2 with BB-8 Snowman. Doesn't look like a BB-8 Snowman right there. But co-starring BB-8, but R2 is the star and the awesome one. He's the reason I got
Why
this
is he a
bag.
snowman?
Look,
I know, but why is he like that?
because we want him to melt.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's just not R2. You're mean.
I prefer R2 much
Well,
more.
so do I,
He
but-
feels like an R2 wannabe.
Well, he does, but
Like someone was just like,
it's
man,
not his fault.
what would R2 be like if he was smaller and
Round.
round? Because we have no original thoughts in our heads. Anyway. I'm much more of a fan of the original
Me too.
stuff and the extended universe in the books that they are annoyingly now calling legends because they're trying to claim it never existed or something. Anyway. This is, I always forget the name of this pattern. Does have Twister in it, but I would never remember it's by Woolly Wormhead. And it is and you won't remember it either until I say it, the Cold Harbor Twist. I needed a way
Should
to
make it in blue.
It would be really cool in blue.
Well, it would go with the name.
Yes, it would, but
Blues and grays.
what colors was Davina's? Hers was pink and gray.
Mm.
No, it was more like a pink, gray,
The
brown.
same hat?
Yeah,
Okay.
the pink one I made for her with the little
Yeah,
thing on top. So
that's cute.
this colorway, okay, it is a
Apparently we're all about garnet today.
yes, it's a dragonfly fiber. And it is in the Traveler base, and the colorway is Rodeo.
I don't know why it's called rodeo.
I'm not sure why it's called Rodeo either. It was part of a kit that I got of reds, yellows, and oranges.
I mean, it's really pretty. I just wonder about the inspiration for the rodeo.
Yeah. So, this is a nice, enjoyable pattern.
I'd like to know what her inspiration
And
was
I
for
look
that.
forward to using, when the hat gets a little smaller, Millennium Falcon little DPN cozy, which now belongs in this bag and will never come out or be used for any other projects. Because it belongs to R2.
Okay. In my Silver Shed USA Caterpillar bag is my Tangerine Dreams baby hat, preemie baby hat. Somebody had asked me about preemie baby hats. Right now I'm doing most of them on this loom, the preemie ones. And this is small. It's meant for an adult sock. And this is a worsted weight yarn. But it does fit on my Jimena little doll that I use to model the hats. So it should definitely fit a preemie. And I'm almost done with this. This is just nitpicks. I guess it's just orange. I lost the ball band because I tend to lose the nitpicks ball bands.
Good for you.
So, and this is a doll loom, which I don't think they make anymore.
It's Daloom.
Doll loom. Not doom.
It's Daloom of Doom.
Doll loom of doom. So this is a small gauge adult sock, and this is what I use to make my preemie hats mostly. Okay? And it probably would fit a newborn as well because it stretches. So, let's see. It fits the head of that baby doll, and she's, a normal sized baby.
I'm
Maybe
distracted
not
by the sign over my shoulder here because the little speech bubble is pointing at your owl right
Yeah.
there, and it looks like your owl is saying there's no boys allowed except Dad.
Yep.
So that mildly amuses me.
Yep.
Okay, anyway. The next project for me
Oops, there we go.
is a bunny.
Yes.
He is. Oh, this is a nice bag. And it's little skein and the big wool.
It's a little skin the big wool, a little skin the big wood.
No, it's wool.
It's wool. It is wool.
It is wool. And this is my Velveteen Rabbit bag.
I don't think she makes that one anymore. I haven't seen it.
I love this one. This one is actually, it's one of my favorite ones to put in my purse. Simply because it's really smushable. Unfortunately, most of my lunches at work are working lunches. You know, I'm trying to catch up with paperwork and stuff because the amount of paperwork, I've been warned already that I will never come up for air from the amount of paperwork. Don't expect to have it done. You just have to leave at some point because you're never going to be out from underneath the amount. So there is no such thing as a real lunch break.
At least you're sitting and you can eat.
Yes, it's true. Oh no, that wasn't a complaint. That was merely an observation that knitting lunch break isn't going to happen.
It's all gone.
It is all gone. This is the stethoscope cozy. This is the one that I
Stethoscope what?
cozy. This is the one that I kind of actually I very much altered the pattern to make my own. Changed the counts and everything for sport weights. Stethoscope cozy. And I'm using Mom's Captain American yarn, although I think this was an oops.
Yep. It's an oops, but not an untamed oops, because I can't do that colorway again.
Yeah.
Captain
So-
America. I like the way it's turning out. It's very patriotic.
It
cozy.
is. And I've called it Osiris. Because, yes, for some reason it made me think of Osiris.
I don't know why.
Well, it didn't make me think of Horus as much as it did Osiris.
I don't know. No Egyptian gods come up red, white, and blue in my head.
Well, I think because I think of red, white, and blue with patriotic heroes, and Osiris in my head was kind of like that, the big, almost bigger than life hero type for Egyptian mythology.
Okay.
What I know about it, so even more than Horus. So in my head, I felt like Osiris should be this color. I need something a little bit more mystical for Blast Osiris's sister wife.
Sister wife?
Yes, that's a common thing in Egyptian
Yes,
mythology.
I know it is.
Oh, I lost her name. It's Osiris, Horus. Seth is the brother who killed Osiris, and then she brings Osiris back to life. Oh, what is her name?
Well, we can figure it out later.
Yeah, I don't because I need to make one with her as well. But yes, this is Osiris.
Okay, that's cool. In my Silver Shed USA Lady Furnicle bag, this is the blue one, as opposed to Taya's orange. Love this bag. Is Miss Peppermint Kitty Cat from the Brat, the Kitten Patter by Taya. And I only did a little bit because my hands really didn't like working on this the other day. So, but I've gotten the color work. I'm really close to finishing the color work, and then it'll just be probably a little easier because I won't have to manage the different colors. So after I finish the eyes, I think I have. Huh?
She's cute.
She is, and she knows it.
I'm sorry, would she accept being called cute? Or is that offensive to herself?
She hasn't quite decided yet. She wants to determine if that is being demeaning or derogatory. But she is excuse me. I'll be right back.
Anything you want me to say about Miss Peppermint Kitty Cat?
Not really. Michael podcasting. Okay, good.
The bread rose.
Okay, sorry about that.
We had problems with our bread machine, so this actually is quite an exciting thing. What kind of bread are we making?
Raisin bread.
Okay.
Okay, so this is
Hopefully the raisins didn't sink, because I know sometimes they do.
Yeah.
But I think Dad figured that out and how to make it so it didn't.
so this is Miss Peppermint Kitty Cat. She's a very prim, persnickety little kitty cat who thinks she's all that. And she is. And I only have like maybe a couple more rows of color work, I guess. You can see the eyes here. So you can see I'm almost finished with the color work. I think I might have one more row of the black before I finish up with the rows of the green. And I can't wait for her to be finished.
I need to work on my bunny.
I can't wait to finish her.
I need to work on your pony.
Yeah. When you get to it, I guess. And I keep losing my hook for this.
What size hook are you using?
E.
So that's actually rather a big hook for you.
It is. As long as it has this kind of a handle or bigger and it's soft, I can...
But I mean, considering your gauge, usually
Yeah.
you have to use a smaller one to...
Yeah, well, this is a sport weight yarn, too.
Yeah, usually...
Oh, no, this is a DK weight.
Yeah, usually you end up using like a D or...
I like this. You might
Or
see
C.
me. You might see me predominantly doing Taya's toys and the occasional toy that is not Taya's that I really like for crocheting, and then maybe the odd shawl or something in crochet, and then mostly the rest is knitting and loom knitting because it's easier on my hands. It just seems to be, and you're probably going to see less bigger projects or fewer bigger projects from me.
I'm opening up my show notes again, and it really is going to bother me, Osiris, and...
Do you have to do it now?
It takes 5 seconds.
Oh, honestly.
As soon as I hit Osiris and...
You could have
Isis!
You could have done that while
I know, I didn't think about that. There we go.
What is wrong with your brain?
It's broken.
It is.
Isis. Why could I not remember
I used
Isis?
to watch Isis when I was a kid.
What
They had-
color did Isis usually have in her show?
Oh, it was just like cream, and I remember correctly, it was cream, and like maybe dark brown.
I'm kind of think of like a
Her
purple.
hair was dark brown. She had no purple.
Really?
No.
Because I kind of think purple is a mystical color.
She didn't have, I mean, I can find the show Isis and show you what she wore. She had dark hair, and she had like a cream colorway of her cloth, and she had kind of gold and brown.
I mean, I know that the royal color was actually blue, I think, for
Egypt?
For ancient
I
Egypt.
thought it was purple.
I don't think they had purple.
They might have.
I was reading something.
I know they had red.
I know they had red, but I want to say blue was... I'm not completely sure, but I
can
want to
find out.
say that blue was their royal color.
We can find
But
out.
I feel like... I don't know why purple feels like a mystical color to me.
Well, you can do whatever you want. It's your cozy.
But when I do, I might...
But is it a bright purple, or is it a...
I'm not sure. And I also have to make sure that Isis doesn't already have a color associated with her, because some of the Norse mythology, a lot of their deities have colors associated with them. I just chose not to go with Loki's because I preferred to go with Loki's colors in the comics, because in mythology his color's black.
Right. And he does wear black in the movie.
And he does wear black.
But I prefer the green.
I prefer the green and the yellow.
Yeah.
Because when I see those colors, I immediately think of Loki. But anyway. Next project for me, next and last project for me, is in my Plover Bird Turtles bag. Oh, by the way, like my haircut? Mom says I'm bald.
Too short. Look at this. She has no hair.
Hey.
No hair.
Hey, there's hair.
None.
Stop messing it up.
Hair.
Hey! You're messing it up.
Good. There's nothing there to mess up. Except your pointy sticks.
I like my haircut.
I like it when it grows just a little longer. It's too short.
Well, it's the start.
No.
It's easy to manage.
No. Manage?
Manage.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think you want to say that in front of certain people.
Yes. I'm not sure what this is doing in here. Oh, this doesn't belong in here. Okay, so in my Plover Bird Turtles bag is my Bonnie Blue Lass Cancer Diana's hat. The pattern is Diana's hat. It's by, Joanna Johnson. My brain blanked. Okay, I have 2 of her business cards in here. I'm looking for, there it is. This yarn is a,
Cotton?
it is a cotton, but I'm trying to remember the, what is his name? Oh, bless him.
Oh, you're talking about, now I lost it. I know
Yeah,
what you're talking
I'm
about.
pulling his up, his yarn band app. There we go. Flock Berzonas. And I say him because the husband is the one who sells the yarn. The wife does the dyeing.
She doesn't go to the fiber festival.
Yeah, I've never seen her in all the years that we've gone.
And we always go to his booth.
And we always go to his booth. Ever since the first year I've gone, we've gone to his booth. And I usually always purchase something there.
Yeah, I only didn't buy something from him the one year we went because he always had his finger in it. Actually, I think I have bought something there every year.
Have you? Okay.
I
know you go with me every year.
I might not have bought one not this past time, but the last time before that we didn't go. But usually, I pick up something.
Yeah.
And I was really glad they had heavier weight this year.
Yeah, and this year this is like a sport color, and a sport weight is 475 yards. The colorway is Serenity, and it's okay. For 475 yards, here's the price: $24.
They're very reasonable.
Very, very reasonable. I think they said he now is online.
Yeah,
or they're
on Etsy or something. But that's a 51% cotton and 49% bamboo.
So hold on, let me throw.
It's very soft.
It's very, very soft. I just want to put this ball band back in here
because I have 2 skeins of that as well in different colors.
And this has been getting a fair amount of work. Ouch. I got a blister and a callus developing on my thumb. Actually, my thumb and first 3 fingers because I was putting new holes in a belt that I have.
Our family right now, except for Davina, we all have injuries on our hands. My husband got one here. He was doing some work outside. He's got a blister there. This here is what kind of got me to holding my stuff awkwardly, making my hands hurt. I was pulling a skirt off of those clip things, and it sliced my finger, and it hasn't healed yet. So. And
I'm really bad about picking up blisters until they pop.
So we are.
But actually, mine's not affecting my knitting too much.
Mine is because it's right.
Well, it's where yours is. I thought this would affect my knitting more. It's more, honestly, affects my tea drinking more. Because I'll pick up my mug and be like, ow, that's hot.
And this should be fine. It's been several days, but it still hurts a little bit. So I'm just waiting so that when I use the yarn, it goes across the Band-Aid instead of across the cut.
Ouch. But this got some work on it. I've been doing this, this is the one I've been working on mostly during the week because it's very simple. I mean, it's a Diana's hat. It's a really pretty color. And like Mom said, it does look big, but
I guess it's not really.
It's not really.
Yeah.
It's because remember it's a slouchy hat.
Right.
It always looks big to start with on that, and also this cable's a little bit bigger than you're used to seeing it on. As it grows.
16 ounces, isn't it?
It's
16 inch.
A 14-inch interchangeable.
14
interchangeable.
How much do you usually do it on?
The 16-inch circular that's non-interchangeable is a little bit shorter than the 14-inch
interchangeable.
The needles
are shorter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a slight difference, but it's enough that it might make the seam huge. Come here. Let go. Oh, no, this belongs to the other project here. Wait.
Why? So which one? The shawl?
Yeah, that belongs to the shawl.
Okay.
And this belongs to that.
Okay.
So, although I think I'm more likely to want, although this is shorter, so no, this will go in my purse.
What is your issue?
Meh.
That's not an answer.
Yes, it is. Are you going to argue with that face?
Yes.
No one argues with Worf.
I do. And I win, too.
Sorry. For some reason, it still cracks me up. They're all saying about Wesley's going to stay and Beverly is not going to be there. What everyone's responsibility is. And who's going to tuck Will? And who's going to tuck him in? Worf. I will tuck him in. And I think someone else is just like, well, at least we know he's going to get his sleep.
Okay. All right. In my Allegheny Fiber Arts owl bag, my Terra owl bag, because I didn't have an owl bag.
None.
Isn't that pretty? I love it. This is a divided bag. So I have, if this thing fits, this is a new project, but this thing fits. Look at this. This is a whole skein of I love this yarn. It fits right in here.
That's a nice size bag.
Yeah, it fits in here.
And it fits in just that little section, which is amazing.
See, look.
It's a lot, it doesn't look that roomy.
It's standing on end.
it doesn't look like that Ruby of a bag from the outside, but it is really, it's bigger on the inside.
It is bigger on the inside.
I'm really actually very impressed. We'll have to look for, and Tara is the shopkeeper's name.
Yeah, it's Allegheny Fiber Arts.
And she's so sweet.
She is.
She's doing it so she can be at home with her kids.
Right. So this is my, it's a new project. It's the goldenrod from the turban twist hat pattern by Bernat Design Studio. And I'm using US 8s. I need to get some Chow red lace, because this is not Chow. These are knit picks. And they're a little grabby for me. But you can see the pattern. This is what I wanted to work on, so this is what I worked on.
It makes me laugh because there was a point where you were like, I'm never going to use metal needles. They're too slick. Now you're like, these wooden needles are too grabby.
Do you see the pattern? It's
actually, you can a little bit. And what is this again?
This is the turban twist hat pattern by Bernat. It looks like...
It seems really small, Mom.
Well, it goes, you have to construct it.
Oh.
It's going to be long. It's like 40.
It's flat.
It's 40
first?
some odd. Yeah, it's 40 some odd inches, and then because you have to fold it in half, and then you have to seam it.
Okay. Are you going to need my my mannequin to?
I might. It looks like this. I can't remember if this is a paid pattern or not. So it looks like this.
Huh.
And it can be worn like that, or you can put it on the side, or whatever.
Well, Warm has a couple patterns that look like that.
Yeah. So, and you can kind of see that. See how it crosses in the front? It's going to be seamed. So right now it's kind of like making a ribbed scarf, but it's kind of a seed stitch. It's kind of like a seed stitch rib, I guess you would call it. So I did all this in about 3 days.
Not bad.
And this is an Aran weight with size 8s. Some people had said that they were getting a really big hat with this. We'll see. I almost did a size 7. We'll see how big this is. I'm not sure.
But because you construct it, maybe it's something that I don't know.
So,
or I wonder if you make it a little shorter. I don't know. I can't picture how you would construct it in my head.
I'll know better when I make this one. Mm-hmm. If I were to do it again. So that's this. That's that.
Okay, any other projects?
Mm-mm.
And I don't either. I just have an FO.
I don't have any of those.
So I didn't bring my stethoscope to show you, but I brought the cozy. Loki is done.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I need it. I wish I had a different button other than a heart. I'm not sure.
Well,
Loki.
I have some buttons over
Well,
there.
it's already on. I'm not gonna take it off, but I almost wish I had something more Loki-ish.
I have some. You can always take it off.
I sewed it on already.
So what? If you don't like it, change it.
It's on there.
That sounds like a personal problem.
So.
Looks like a snake.
It does. Well, that's why he's
a python.
He's a Goa'uld.
Loki's not a Goa'uld.
He is too a Goa'uld.
Loki's not.
Well, this one is.
Well, this one is, yes, but Loki's not.
But this particular Loki's a Goa'uld.
He's a very long finger puppet.
He's gonna go into your neck.
No, he's not.
And he's gonna wrap around your spine, and your eyes will glow.
No.
Maybe he's Tok'ra.
No. I don't care.
Loki's not Tok'ra?
No.
Okay.
He's persona non grata.
He's Goa'uld. Well, maybe he'll start off as Goa'uld, and then he'll become Tok'ra.
Yeah.
That sounds more Loki-ish.
Yes, it does.
And then he'll flip back and forth.
He
no one
will.
will be able to trust him.
No.
So, I'll take Loki to work with me on Monday and put him on my stethoscope. And give, who's on there right now? Oh, the one who put his hand in Loki's wolf son's mouth, and when the wolf found out that the Asgardians lied to him, he bit his hand off.
Nice.
Tyr. Tyr, I believe is.
As in Tyr and Sidon?
Well, he's one of he's the god who's considered, the baby who's considered like to be like all honorable and stuff. And he was always actually really nice to Loki's son. Only one who was really able to like play with him as a puppy and that kind of thing. But he just became too dangerous. And yeah, he gave his word that there was no tricks, and he put his hand in the wolf's mouth, knowing that it would get chopped off if the others were lying. But it was for the safety of everyone else.
So they lied and let the guy's hand get cut off?
Mm-hmm. Because the other Asgardians are jerks.
I guess, apparently. I get up. In here for a minute to get my stash enhancements.
Yep, you growled.
No, he doesn't go with my outfit. Okay.
He doesn't go with my outfit
Alright,
either.
so, do you have stash enhancements?
Yes, I have one. You gave it to me last week. Do you want me to show it first?
It's up to you.
Okay. So, I'm probably going to make something for Davina out of this. Mom doesn't knit much in fingering weights.
Yeah, I won this from Kathy, and I love the yarn. And rather than give it away as a prize, I wanted to see
It worked out.
It worked out. And so, I don't do fingering weight, and Kathy told me I could give it away, so I gave it to Talia. When I won it, she said I could give it away if I could use
Did Cappy dye this, Mom?
No.
Yarnius of Texas. Okay.
Yeah. It's a beautiful colorway. If it had been a different weight, I would have used it.
Golden rainbow. So
And I just wanted Talia to use it so I could see it.
it's a shame that I already have a stethoscope cozy named after what's his face? Heimdall. Because Heimdall's colors are either gold or the rainbow.
Rainbow Bridge.
But I want them named after the deities.
Yeah, but if it goes for Davina.
I'll have enough left over for a stethoscope cozy. I'll have to see if I actually do have one named after Heimdall. Because if I don't...
You do. Oh, you did?
Yeah, but I think I ripped it out to make it into a baby hat.
Okay.
So if I don't, this could become Heimdall because it's golden rainbow. That's Heimdall.
And I love the yarn, but it was not gonna. It was only gonna sit in my stash because I didn't really want to give it away. I wanted to have it used, and so Talia can do something with it.
Now the pinks aren't really rainbowy. I'm not sure how Heimdall would feel about having pinks in his golden rainbow.
He'll be fine. He's not concerned with that kind of stuff.
No, he's way too cool for that.
Yeah. Okay, now one thing I cannot show you because it's such a big box. I got a whole bunch of bare yarn in, so I've got a lot of yarn, fingering weight, DK weight, sport weight, and worsted weight. So I can do a lot of dyeing now when I get a little time. If anybody wants stuff in those other weights, and not just the fingering sock that I've had, they can let me know. If I do repeats on it, I can work with you on it. So I have a big box of yarn sitting right over there.
Big box.
Big box. Okay. I've got some stamps and supplies. Well, first of all, Michael's had this big sale.
That is such a nice box.
Isn't this a neat
That
box?
looks like something... Yes. Awesome.
Oh! Believe in miracles. And this has all my stamps in it.
I believe in miracles?
Just believe in miracles.
Okay.
And it's even got like a faux stamp on it. Dream, inspire, discover, and it's got a map. Explore, journey. So this is really neat. It's kind of like a suitcase, like a steamer trunk suitcase or whatever. And you can hear all the stamps because I didn't have a place big enough, and I probably should do a little better organization. But right now they're in here. These are the old ones I had. It outgrew what I had it in before. So this is that, and it's on sale for 60% off, plus the coupon. What is it you want, Davina?
I wasn't going to interrupt you. I was just trying to see if you already had your tea.
Oh, okay. This is the one I had the stamps in originally, and it was tight. But this has the new acquisitions in it, stamps-wise. Okay. This is an old stamp, so I won't show you that. I got some more.
Oh, Mom, I double-checked. I haven't made Heimdall yet. I must have torn that project and made it into baby hat.
Okay. So this is cards, bookmarks, and these are like little tiny cards. I got, okay, these I had. I got one of these bigger ones because some of the stamps I want to get are a little bit too big for the original stamp pads I had. I wanted to play around with these stamps that have like little shadings in them. I got myself a hook, and then I got some actual stamps. This one says, "May God, who understands each need, who listens to every prayer, bless you and keep you in this tender loving care." That's this one here. And then I got this one. You can't see the bottom one is a butterfly, but
Very cool.
So,
And those are for Hobby Lobby, right?
no, these are from Michaels.
Oh.
Actually, usually I get my stamps from Hobby Lobby, but Michaels does have the sets like this every once in a while that are really nice. I mean, this has got a stained glass window, the fish, blessings, faith, hope, faith, hope, prayers, the butterfly, and the cross.
See, hold on, your yarn's tiny.
So, and they have good sales on them. Both Hobby Lobby and Michaels have really good sales on this kind of stuff.
At least in our area.
In our area, yeah. So, and I prefer Michaels for some things, and I prefer Hobby Lobby for others.
Well, I think Dad was saying that his paint stuff is better at Michael's.
Yeah. So that's that. Now, we showed you Brittany's stuff last week about the hat she donated for our friend, and I heard from another viewer that will show will show you her donation to our friend's daughter when it gets here. She's sending it off. I just sent her she sent me an email. I sent her the address, so she's going to get it out. But this came from I want to say this is Carol. Is that right? I forgot.
It should say on the, hold on. It should say, it says Pat, Patricia.
Oh, Patty, okay. Patty sent this. Wombat of Doom?
Wombat of Doom.
Yes, because this is the thing.
The hats of Doom.
The hats of Doom, yes. Yes. She has to sign things this way because I don't recognize it otherwise. And to me, her name is always going to be associated with Wombat of Doom, Doom, Doom. So... And
Mom,
thank you for sharing that
this.
story. Thank you for sharing that story about your daughter. That was very uplifting and fun. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the thread.
And I'm hopefully going to catch up on some of the stuff in Ravelry. I literally have not been to Ravelry since last week because of work.
I've been pretty well. I've been trying to set aside some time to get caught up, at least in the not important because they're all important, but the episode thread and the alongs. These are the ones she sent to our friend's daughter. So these will be going out as soon as we get the other one, most likely. So that's we saw these. You saw pictures of these.
These are so nice and light.
On Ravelry.
They really, this is actually really nice and light.
Yes, these are nice and they're beautiful. And then this really cute one.
And I feel like this is actually cotton.
And this, I think it is cotton.
Yeah.
This actually stretches a lot.
It does.
It's absolutely beautiful. So these are for my friend's daughter. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And these here, I'm not going to open this.
Okay, I am in love.
But don't open it because
Look at the
they're little baby bibs, little baby hats. Turn around so they can see the little baby hat.
I'm still looking at the bib, but
look at the hat.
I don't know what it is about the bib that makes me
this
like...
hat. Turn around. I want to see the hat.
The hat.
And look at the little
this
I-cord tops on the hat.
This one here is a little I-cord top that you can't really see through the bag. But I always come back to this bib.
It's so adorable.
It's so precious.
We are so thankful for these generous donations. You guys are amazing.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Patty. Sorry about the
Crinkling?
crinkling. I'm trying to get this back in, but it keeps sticking on the on the sticker here. Okay, the postal sticker. Okay, so that's that. All right. Autobiography. Or
most of my stuff has been more glued. You okay?
yeah, it just came off. The Band-Aid came off.
Oh, okay. The job is very... There's your Band-Aid there. Did you
Yeah,
see
put it there.
Okay. The job has been very good. I'm very happy at the new job. That being said, kind of in the thought process, even though we're done with dysautonomia awareness, this is dysautonomia awareness month. And just wanted to mention that with a lot of people, there are still symptoms on a daily basis, and I still deal with some level of symptoms on a daily basis. It's just that with this job, I can make more allowances for those symptoms, and I have more control over what I can do to make those symptoms more bearable.
She has an elevator. She doesn't have to be walking around all the time. She's on day shift.
Yeah.
You know, she has days where she doesn't see people, that she's doing paperwork, so...
Yes. But that being said, yes, I do live with either chest pain, some sort of chest pain pressure, or lightheadedness still on a daily basis. Some sort of symptoms on a daily basis, but it's more manageable.
So that's good. Okay. Let's see here. I guess that takes us to autobiography. I did a lot of writing to shared story. I think I wrote close to 4,000 words this week, but didn't move very far because, just a lot of stuff that had to be said and
New material.
But it doesn't matter because there are parts of I'm in the second edition that you did. Mm-hmm. And there
because I gave her the original share story, and then I was really on fire for writing that period of time, and then I gave her a second add-on, and then I got inspired again and gave her another add-on.
Well, you gave me a first add-on and
then
a second add-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at the second add-on, and in parts of these, I can't do anything because it's her characters alone. Mm-hmm. So unless I pop in a character that's not in there previously, mm-hmm. I can't really do anything. So I do have a whole section that I skipped because it's just her two characters.
Yeah, except for the one area, most of the characters that are indigenous to that world I've created except in that one camp.
Yeah. Well, I have some,
mm-hmm.
but I have most notably in the one area, but also I do have some
yes.
peppered about. So it's just I have to let those play a little bit. I'm leaving it in, and then I go to the next section where I have my characters coming together and my characters and hers coming together again. And I think there's to tell you how long this thing is, I've got about 24 pages left.
And we've been writing this thing
since you were in college.
Since I've been in college. So we're going on 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, when she was in college, it was very sporadic.
It was very sporadic.
And, and then we've gotten to the point where we can't even write. We used to do every week or every 2 weeks, and then it just got to the point where we have to do it when we can get it done. Mm-hmm. So we're hoping we kind of shoot for every couple of months, but it doesn't always happen.
No.
So
I think last year we each wrote twice.
Yeah, it wasn't very much. So I'm hoping this year will be a little more consistent, either maybe 4 times each or something like that. But we'll see. And I have written things that
have we hit even twice yet this year?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I think this is my twice and you've done twice.
Okay. I can't recall.
But in fact, I'm pretty sure of that because I think I gave you one at the beginning of the year, then you gave me one, I gave you one, or whatever. I think this is my second time.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but it's a lot of fun, and it's just managing to find the time. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I want to thank people who bought from my Etsy shop. I'm excited about that. I sold my Ocean Mist went, so I was really happy because that's one that was not repeatable. So I hope the person really likes it. Still reading and writing and all that kind of stuff. I'm getting a new car today. It may be delivered next week, or we may be driving it home if we can figure out the logistics. I don't like driving far distances, so that requires Talia to drive, and if she's too tired, then we'll have it delivered.
I'm a little tired.
But, let's see. Knitting ephemera. Do you have anything to say from... Oh, somebody asked on YouTube, what is the teapot you mentioned briefly?
I don't remember.
The first I thought she was talking about I went and looked, I thought she was talking about the tea room we were talking about in Berryville, but I'm wondering if she's talking about, did we mention the teapot that we have that has the different boiling levels? Because you were mentioning about the tea.
Yes.
So,
it was one I found on Amazon. It's just teapots where, it's just one of those normal electric teapots that don't need to be on the stove. And you can choose your boiling points, or not your boiling points, your temperature points for your tea. I don't even remember what I searched for on Amazon. It was,
Plum Deluxe, probably.
No, I didn't go Plum Deluxe for getting it. I got it from Amazon.
No. You said you know why you went to...
No, I know why I did.
Okay.
I said I don't know what I looked for.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
What my search... Mm-hmm.
Just probably... calibrated teapots or something.
I don't even remember what temperature controlled teapots, something like that.
Yeah,
because it's for people who I think it's the green teas you can't be boiling,
and the whites,
and
some of the herbals. Because Kay and Dan were mentioning some of that as well.
I haven't noticed as much with the herbals, to be quite honest. The herbals I can usually do to boiling point. It's usually if you have a green tea or a white tea. But you have to go to boiling.
Kay and Dan, I think, were saying something about some of the herbals. I may be mistaken because I know they don't do a lot, but they were mentioning also about the watch pot that doesn't boil. They actually did an experiment about it, not on camera, and they said that they had the 2 teapots, and they said that there was a 45-second difference. So they must have had some conductivity issue with the metal, because I think boiling is boiling, so it must have been the metal heated up faster or something. But anyway, so that I just wanted to make sure we touched on that. That was Kathy, so on YouTube. Is there anything else you need to say?
Nope.
Okay. We are...
Why is the tea all going?
I don't know. You drank it. We are hoping to podcast again next Saturday. So that's a week from today. That's the 20th. And for the little pouch, Notions pouch giveaway, I have the date for the drawing in the thread. I can't remember offhand. I think I gave you 2 weeks again, so I think it's the 27th. But next week it's the 20th, our podcast, that we hope to see you there. We want to thank our YouTube commenters, Maggie Fish 79, Linnea, Rena, Sue, Akila Dahan, Akila Dahan, a lefty knitter. Are you left-handed, Akila? Kathy, the Wager Zoo, and Andy Bunn? Okay, anyway, we want to thank all of them for commenting on YouTube. We appreciate that, and then go sitting through all 3 sections. And we do thank our responders on Ravelry as well. So, we'd like to wish you a very happy, blessed week full of crafting and every good thing. And we'll hope to see you here back for the Fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast episode 327, and that's a wrap.
Bye.